Welcome to this Saturday Travel and History Tip. It was a foggy morning, the day that we visited Fallingwater. This is one of Frank Lloyd Wright's premier sites. It's located in southwestern Pennsylvania. We have done other Saturday Travel and History Tips on Frank Lloyd Wright, one in October of 2020 and one recently when we went to Bartlesville, Oklahoma to see Price Tower. He is America's premier architect. Fallingwater is a Commonwealth treasure. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. After parking, we entered the pavilion where there is a visitor center, a gift shop, a gallery, and a snack bar. It's all a natural setting like Wright always loved to impose, working the architecture in with nature. We got there early so that we could tour the grounds and go through the Spear Gallery. As an iconicist, Frank Lloyd Wright was unconcerned with the mores and conventional wisdom of the day. Much of his work was decades ahead of its time, but the architect also derived inspiration from the distant past, exploring the structures of bygone cultures around the world, from Babylonia and Byzantium to ancient Asia and the pre-Columbian cultures of the Maya and Aztecs. Frank Lloyd Wright rejected the notion of a divine power, imposing its will from above, and all but refused to include the steeple or spire, a staple of ecclesiastical architecture, connecting heaven and earth in his religious designs. They do, however, make appearances in Wright's secular architecture, emphatic structures rising from the landscape while expressing aspiration, dynamism, and reference to Eastern traditions. Friends have mentioned to me that he wasn't that great of a guy. Well, I'm not really interested in his personality or his religious ideas. It's his architecture. It's fabulous and it's beautiful to see. The gallery included many photographs of his iconic structures. Because we had time before our tour started of the home, we walked through the property. We took the nature walk and several other trails. The property is beautiful, and the low lighting of the foggy morning made it more impressive. As we went down the nature trail, we then saw the iconic falling water. The home is built around the falls. Frank Lloyd Wright was a prolific American architect who designed more than 1,000 structures, 532 of which were realized. Over a career that spanned 7 decades before his death in 1959, Wright changed the way we build and live by creating some of the world's most innovative spaces. His visionary work cemented his place as one of the greatest American architects of all time. Fallingwater best exemplifies Wright's philosophy of organic architecture, the harmonious union of art and nature. Wright designed Fallingwater in 1935 as a vacation home for the Edgar J. Kaufman family, owners of Pittsburgh's largest department store. The Fallingwater site was originally a summer camp, complete with cabins, tennis court, running track, clubhouse, and swimming pool. Fallingwater's main house was built mostly by local craftspeople in 1936 to 1938, followed by the guest house construction in 1939. The main house totals 9,300 square feet, of which 4,400 square feet is outdoor terraces, while the guest house totals 4,990 square feet, of which 1,950 square feet is outdoor terraces. Only 2 colors were used throughout the building, a light ochre for the concrete and Wright's signature Cherokee red for the steel. And we mentioned the Cherokee red when we did the Saturday tip on Price Tower in Bartlesville. The original estimate for the house was $35,000. The final cost of construction was approximately $148,000, with an additional $11,300 in architect's fees. And this is one of the common threads that you'll hear about, is that what Wright estimated and told people the properties would cost was a fraction of what they ended up costing. Not sure why he so misjudged the amount of the cost. And one other thing is he did have problems with his skylights and leaks. It's sort of a joke among Frank Lloyd Wright fans. There's a meadow, a gardener's cottage, the house, the quarry, and the views. A bird's eye view, a Paradise Overlook trail, and the lower Bear Run trail. We went to everything on the grounds and were able to tour the home. Fallingwater is a house dedicated to outdoor living, a retreat retreat from the hectic lifestyle that the Kaufmans led in Pittsburgh. Immediately hailed as a modern masterpiece, its unique cantilevered construction introduced a new freedom in structural expression. The family used Fallingwater until 1963, when Edgar Kaufman Jr. entrusted it to the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy. It includes the bridge, the entry, the east terrace, the pottery terrace, the driveway, the carport, the canopied walkway, and the swimming pool. All of the furniture is classic Frank Lloyd Wright. His design, his purpose, usefulness, all incorporated in these works of art that also work as furniture. There are no photographs in most of the areas except for a few rooms, and photography is allowed in all outdoor areas. The home embraces Bear Run. It is the stream that runs under Fallingwater and designated by Pennsylvania as an exceptional value waterway. I agree. Fallingwater is a masterpiece, and it's all a part of American history. Learn it. Love it. Appreciate it. Don't let them steal our history. Teach children our American history. And next Saturday, a few more stops in southwestern Pennsylvania. Flight 93 National Memorial, the Johnstown Flood Site and Cemetery, and the Q Creek Mine Incident. Hope you watch the Saturday Travel and History Tips and tell your friends about our channel. Thank you.